Kill Sara. Or blank. Kill Sara. Or blank. How must Sara have felt when she decided to kill that dog? Did she choose to do it on a whim, driven by fear and despair? Or did she carefully consider her options and calmly make a moral choice? Now, I know that it was the latter. I do surely do the same, once I realized there were no other options left. It's gonna be a bad ending, but whatever. Still my first playthrough, so might as well see how this plays out. I do have no choice. You're sure about this, aren't you?
Hi.
Because this is the last time. Because this is for the best. I place my hands around Sara's slim neck. She lets out a small gasp. This isn't nearly enough. I need to make sure she won't be able to breathe in or out anymore. More. I need to put in more strength. Thinking back, Sara tried to kill me quite a few times. I don't know if it was her true intention, but she left me on the brink of death all those times. But I never thought things would turn out like this. Maybe there just wasn't any need for me to think about it, because we unconsciously reached this conclusion. Even if we do thought it over, there wouldn't have been any other options. People's behaviors and actions are determined by their surroundings. And people just mechanically carry them out. It's pointless to think about anything. But one thought crosses my mind. Did I really have no other choice? I felt like I didn't, but maybe that was just because I couldn't see it. No, there's no point in thinking about it after all. She's already gone. No, maybe it isn't right to say that she's gone. She was never here in the first place. But I wonder why. Why isn't she disappearing from my heart? Think about her. Ending.
Island.
Yeah, now it was a bad ending. Yeah!
そろそろ思い出してきた?
Did Sleep, my little baby. We're still going strong to the blank option. I can't answer. No, my answer is clear. I just don't see the point in saying it out loud. Well, alright then, keep your secrets. I mean, you understand, don't you? There's no way I could kill you. I just can't harm a girl who's crying in my arms. Who cares if we're destined to die or go our separate ways?
せめて時間が止まればいいのに。そうしたら、いつまでもこうしていられるのに。
Neither of us is supposed to exist in this age. We weren't permitted to share our time together. Is there even a future for us in this world?
私たちは、どうしたらいいのでしょう。
What can I do? What can I do in the same time we have left? Same time. What can I do in the time we have left? I sat down on the beach and vacantly gazed up at the sky. It's completely cleared up after the storm and dyed red with sunset light. My old scar is hurting. I've been feeling it a lot recently. I wonder why.
ったく、んなとこにいやがったか。
Hi, Karen. When I look up again, Karen is standing there, breathing heavily.
島中妙な噂で持ちきりだぞ。あんたとサラが犬を殺したとかなんとか。
Those senile fools. Oh, so... is that what she's here?
サラはどこだ？早く連中に説明してやらねえと、収まるもんも収まらなくなるぞ。
She's asleep in my room. She cried herself to sleep. Could you leave her alone? Karen stiffens for a split second.
何があったんだよ。ああ、もうめんどくせえ。わかったよ。何も聞かねえよ。大人たちは私が抑えとく。あんたはサラのことだけ考えてろ。
What can I even do for her?
知らねえよ。だからあんたに任せるっつってんだろ。
But I can't. My role was to provide Sara with the means to travel to the past. Fortunately, I've forgotten how to do that. If my memories remain locked away forever, Sara will never have to go to the past. But then, it'll just be a matter of waiting until she disappears. On the other hand, if she does travel into the past, history will just repeat itself, and she'll be killed in the fire.
うじうじうぜえな。何でもいいから何かやれよ。
But there's nothing left for me to do, except maybe begging the gods. Begging the gods? Hey, what kind of god is the shrine dedicated to? I heard that a relic was the only thing that survived the fire 5 years ago. A relic is usually kept in the main hall of a shrine. So how did it survive when the main hall was completely gutted by the fire? What kind of relic is housed there? What if I didn't come to this age to provide Sara with the means to travel into the past? What if my actual role is to tell Sara that the concept of traveling into the past is possible? And the means has existed in this age all along.
玉手箱だよ。
The baka?
いや、本当の名前は知らねえけど、島の人間はみんなそう呼んでんだ。
Wait, is it the present that Turtle Guy was supposed to receive? AKA, the wives to travel back to the past?
バカでかい箱でさ、絶対に開けちゃいけないって先祖代々言い伝えられてる。
So that's why you called it Tamatebako, yeah. After I wanted the story of Urashima Tara to match the name of the island. I wonder if that's the only reason.
普段は拝殿の奥に安置されてて、祭りの日だけ表に出されるんだ。あんたもそのうち見れるんじゃねえか？
I'm not interested in seeing its exterior though. What's inside?
知らねえよ。誰も開けたことねえんだから。
In that case, it's worth checking
そ
out.
んなことより今日はとっとと寝て、明日に備えろ。ひでえ顔してんぞ。
Tomorrow, huh?
明日になりゃ、きっと何もかもがうまくいくさ。
Most of our worries and problems solve themselves with time. But my problem is time itself. In that case, yeah, you're right. I'll just have to stand up to time. The future doesn't just come to us by itself. It's something we have to reach out for and grasp it with our own hands. I look down at Sara, still curled up in my bed. What kind of dreams is she having? What kind of future is she dreaming of? Sara, if it's really her destiny to go into the past, if that's the only place for her in this world, if that's the only way for her dreams to come true, then there's only one thing for me to do. Come to think of it, didn't you mention this before?
私なんかのためにわざわざ未来から来るはずありませんよね。
Come here, little baby. Is this what it's like to have a child? This little fucker is like literally, it's close to like having a son, to be honest. Is this what it's like to have children and love them so much? Anyways.
だってそのつもりなら5年前に行って火事を止めてきてくれるはずですから。
I'm sorry for not believing you right away. There's no need for you to disappear or be killed. I'm going back to the past. And of course, I'll make sure to save you. All of you. The Tama Debaka. I've heard that term before. Kuan, I do like to ask you something. Ask me anything hard. Kuan once said that the Tama Debaka was actually a time machine. Maybe she, as the head of one of the three families, has known all along. Maybe that's why she used the story of Urashima Taro as a parable to try and tell me. But how much she really knows about it is irrelevant right now. In the folktale of Urashima Taro, the protagonist opened the Tama Tebako despite the Otohime's warnings, right? What do you think about that? Otohime didn't want him to open it. She didn't want him to erase the memories that you made together at Ryuguya, the underwater castle. So she must have resented him when he did. She must have hated Urashima Taro for having opened the box. I think it was inevitable. Everybody has a past that you don't want to give up. Doesn't that make his act even more detestable? When I arrived on this island, I didn't have a past. But now I'm different. The people on the island helped me, despite me causing them so much trouble. And they gave me a place to call home. If you go back to the past, you're basically throwing away everything that happened after that point, right? Wouldn't you be betraying the people you do met along the way? Then you wouldn't open the Tebaka, Setsuna-san? Well, deep inside, I've already decided. I'm only here to justify my decision. I wanted to gain the approval of somebody who I've caused trouble for before. Why don't you talk about this with Rin-chan instead of me? How much does Kuan really know? Has she already seen through my decision and my reliance on others? I can't face her right now. That little fucker over there. How could I show myself to her anyways? I've caused her more trouble than anyone else on the island. And she's helped me more than anyone. But I'll tell her sometime. I wonder when though. It could be tomorrow. Or maybe the day after. But to me, it will be at least 5 years later. So, I hate to ask you this, but could you apologize to her for me? In case I don't come back, I mean. I still don't know what exactly happened at the Urashima Shrine 5 years ago, and I'm not sure if my meddling will change history at all. In any case, something should have changed by tomorrow. Either I'll have disappeared from this world, or I'll have spent 5 years in the past before seeing the day that is tomorrow. And feel free to laugh at me if everything's still the same. Maybe it's just an hour of one of my delusions. The idea that the Tama Tebaka is actually a time machine. Or maybe it was some kind of mistake that I lost my memory. And Sara is simply destined to disappear from this world. Or maybe I'll fail to change history. And Sara will end up dying as Maria again after all. But in any case, I'll still... No, I'm sure you can make a change. Right? That's right. Something should be different tomorrow. I can make it different. Because tomorrow is a special day, right? Man, you really know everything, Kuan. Something's bothering me. Come to think of it, Karen said something strange when we parted too.
明日になりゃ、きっと何もかもがうまくいくさ。
Is there something going on tomorrow? You don't know? But you two are so close. Close? What is she talking about? Is something about to happen? Tomorrow is August 24th. Sara-chan's 17th birthday. She never told me about that.
おそらく残された時間はあまりありません。
Or did she purposely avoid mentioning it to me?
私は16でいるうちにこの時代を去らなくてはいけません。
Because she wanted to fight her destiny alone.
この世界から消えてなくなりたいです。
She wanted to put an end to everything by herself. Sara! She's not in the bed anymore. Am I too late? Did Sara disappear already? I touched the spot where she was laying just moments ago. It's still warm. Her presence hasn't vanished from this world yet. But where did she go? Damn it! I glanced at the clock. It's past 9. Less than 3 hours to go. I should be able to make it. I have no idea where Sara might have gone. There's no way for me to know either. She always decides things on her own and immediately acts on her every whim. She may complain sometimes or rely on others, but in the end, she always finds her own answer. And then, she takes everything upon herself. Sara! But if destiny really exists, and if it's really leading the way for Sara and me, then I know exactly where she is. The building stands quietly in the darkness of the night. It's the place where Sara lived with her parents. The scene of the tragedy that played out 5 years ago. And the place where the tobacco lies. Urashima Shrine. Gasping for breath, I arrive on the desolate grounds. Was I wrong in my judgment? No. A faint light shines from a gap between the wooden doors, which are usually closed. Stop! I ran up the steps, not bothering to take off my shoes and open the doors. There, I immediately notice an unforgettable scent. What is this? It's licking himself up. The figure standing in the middle of the room slowly turns to look at me.
来ないでください。
In her hand, she's tightly clutching a single candle. Sara? Her hair, skin, and clothes are soaked. And a penetrating scent fills the air. On the floor lies an empty can of lamp oil. What are you doing?
来ないでください。
Her icy cold tone of voice nails me to the
何も
ground.
刹那さんまで死ぬことはありません。死ぬのは私だけで十分です。
Some oil drips from her hair onto the candle, and the flame briefly sparks up. If Sara lets go, the wooden shrine will go up in flames in the blink of an eye. And not just the building. Sara herself will be engulfed in fire as well. No! You're wrong, Sara! You don't have to die! I won't let you! Take a step forward into the hall.
来ないでください。死ぬ気ですか？
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. My feet stick to the oil-covered floor, making an gross, squelching sound with every step. But now isn't the time. I approach Sara step by step. If I'm going to die, it will be here 5 years ago. Only a little further and I'll reach her. One more step and I can't touch her. I'm going to go back to the past and save you from the fire 5 years ago. Sara's fingers, still wrapped around the candle, twitched slightly.
何かと思えば まだそんなことを。
Her voice is so cold now that a chill runs down my spine.
せつなさんには私を助けられません。
Don't tell me what to do!
いえ、助けられなかったと言うべきでしょうか。
I couldn't save her?
せつなさんは5年前に行って何をするつもりですか？
I just told you, I'm going to protect you, Sara. I don't care about destiny or whatever. I just want Sara to live and realize her dreams.
そのサラとはどのサラですか？
Isn't it obvious? The one who's standing right in front of... Wait, which one is it? Is this the Sara who survived the fire? Or Maria who's going to die in the fire? Anyway, it doesn't matter. If you both say you're Sara, then I'll save you... I'll save
で
both.
しょうね。せつなさんならきっとそうするでしょう。
Of course. She's both Sara and Maria after all.
では、どちらを優先して助けますか？
Huh? If the daughter dies in the fire, she won't be able to travel to the past, which would result in the mother disappearing as well. But if the mother dies, the daughter won't disappear. It's clear who I should prioritize. I do save the daughter first. Is this the reason why? Is this why only Sara survived? But I can always see that in hindsight, I'll definitely try to save them both. Even if I do have to sacrifice my own life. That's right. I don't mind dying for Sara's sake. I would never give up on saving her and escape on my own.
知っていますよ。せつなさんはそういう人です。
So believe me.
まだ気づかないんですか？
What? Is this something else?
せつなさんはすでに火事で命を落としているんです。だからマリアを助けられなかったんです。
I died? But the ones who died in the fire, there were two people. Sara's mom and her dad.
せつなさんは過去に戻り、私を救うつもりなんですよね。
And that dad looks really familiar too, by the way.
過去
Yeah.
に戻った私と、やがて生まれてくる私の二人を。
Yeah, that's right.
なら、私がこう提案したらどうしますか？
Hmm? I know I can be pretty dense, but even I know where this is going. Sara
私と一
wants
緒に来てください。
to share her time with me.
ほら、ちゃんと覚えておきなさ
You
いよ。
gave me way too many choices, bro! What the fuck? Let's go!
なんて言うわけないじゃないですか。
Now her voice sounds
し
forced.
ませんよ。わざわざせつなさんを殺すような真似は。私の家族は決して死なせません。
Is me traveling to the past already a fact set in history? In that case, I won't be able to save this, Sara. History can't be changed. Not like this anyway. There's something else I have to do first.
今ならばまだ私一人の犠牲で済みます。
Is that really the only option? Is letting Sara die here the only real way to change history? But what about Maria's prophecy, saying that you do save the island? You won't be able to do that if you die now, right? I don't care if what I'm saying makes sense or not. I just need to distract her for a moment. I can't let her die here, no matter what. My intuition is telling me so. It just can't be right for you to die here. I still believe that you'll definitely end up seeing the island one day. Sara seems to have dropped her guard. This is my chance.
救いたくなんてありませんでした。
I wonder why I can't let my gaze away from her teary eyes.
私は救いたくなんかなかったんです。
The candle drops to the floor. A wall of flames rises between me and
気
her.
づいてしまったんです。あの犬を殺した時に冷たくなっていく体を眺めている間に考えてしまったんです。パイモン病患者もこうやって殺すべきだって。
The fire spreads, traveling along the oil.
殺せば救われます。
The whole area is dead crimson. It's being purified.
殺し尽くせばパイモン病はこの島から消え去ります。そんなことを考えてしまった自分が嫌で嫌で嫌で嫌で嫌で嫌で嫌で嫌で嫌で嫌で嫌で。
Is that why she's trying to kill herself?
私が過去に戻ればきっとこの考えを実行してしまいます。
I've heard that the amount of cases started decreasing after Sara's birth. And the huts in which the sufferers were still quarantined 10 years ago are empty now. It's not because the community stopped ostracizing them, or because the disease naturally declined.
私が殺したんです。マーヤだって私が殺したんです。
To save them, to save her, to save the island.
私はそんなことはしたくありません。だったら今ここで。
The cleansing flames start lapping at Sarah's clothes. The sea of fire is swallowing her.
ねえ、せつなさん。
Maybe Sara was the one who lit the fire 5 years ago. As Maria, she decided to draw everything to a close, to repent her own actions, and to punish herself.
どうしてあの時私を叱ってくれなかったんですか？どうして犬を殺した私を責めてくれなかったんですか？どうして頬をひっぱたいてでも目を覚まさせてくれなかったんですか？教えてください、せつなさん。
Am I responsible for this? I am the one who encouraged Sara to fulfill her destiny, but that wasn't what she wanted. So, what am I supposed to do now?
ほら、ちゃんと覚えておきなさいよ。
Another one, really. Bring Sara back to her senses, yet this is how I should take responsibility. You're right, you've done something awful. It doesn't matter what reason she had. Killing helpless animals is a sin. It is just as bad to kill vulnerable people. I won't allow you to kill anyone else. I take a step into the flames. They flare up, and I can smell the stench of burning flesh. That's why I'm going to rewrite history. I'm not going to stand still here. I'll just do what I have to do. Until I reach Sara, at least.
せつなさん。
When I take the last step, I find Sara standing right in front of me. Brace yourself. I lift my right hand, then swing it down towards Sara's cheek. Some of the skin of her burned, glistening cheeks slaps off with a wet sound. This should cure you of your foolish ideas. You won't kill anybody anymore. So, stop saying that you hate yourself. Sara's face contorts. Or maybe it only looks that way due to the heat. The whole area is engulfed in flames, and there's no way out anymore. But that's okay. If I change history, no matter how I do it, Sara will always be erased.
ありがとうございます。
If I'm allowed to have one final wish, it will be for that moment to come as soon as possible. Then, she won't have to suffer for too long. And I'll be able to remember her face the way it was. And thank you and goodbye.
アイランド。
That was...
ねえ、そろ
Well,
そろ
first of
思
all,
い出
you're
してきた
welcome, I guess. But that option isn't any different than this. I'm allowed Sarah to think it was okay that she killed that dog. I was impressed that she had the courage to do that, rather than leaving it to suffer. In that sense, I'm equally guilty. Sarah, you didn't do anything wrong. Even when dealing with humans, if killing is the only way to save them, I would have thought to do the same thing. And then I do feel so guilty, I do want to die. That's a responsible thing to do, as someone who took a life. That's why I'm choosing to die with you. That's my responsibility, as the one who encouraged her. But you know, Sara, take a step into the flames. Sparks come flying at me, scorching the skin on my legs. Now isn't the time for us to die. There's nothing wrong with thinking. Imagination can't be a sin. We can die after we've committed our sins. The intense heat stings my face. If you're going to cry, you should wait until you've actually dirtied your hands. Every breath burns in my lungs. But right now, I reach out into the flames. You're still clean! I finally reached her! I've always been so close, yet so far away from her heart. But now, I found my way to the inner sanctum, beyond the walls she's built around herself.
私は許されるんですか？
There's nothing to forgive. I mean, you haven't done anything wrong. It's okay for you to realize your dream. I'll help you. Let's make our dreams come true together.
私はいずれ
We'll see about that when the fist of fury comes in. But time comes. If you're really fated to die, then go ahead. I'll gladly die with you. I see. This was the answer. Just don't get your daughter involved. Kids aren't guilty of their parents' sins. Is that what really happened 5 years ago? She's still innocent too. But with that said, what are we going to do about this? I look around and see nothing but a sea of flames. The fire has already reached the ceiling. It's only a matter of time before the whole place collapses. Sara, get behind me. The ceiling is going to come down. My cat's curled up into a ball next to the door. How adorable.
でもそれじゃあ刹那さんが
I won't die, and neither will you. I told you, my place to die lies in the past, 5 years ago. That's why I can't afford to die here. There's no way I'll die. I just have to believe that I'll get out of here alive. And also that we'll go into the past together. Ooh, I think this is... I gotta turn this into a long episode because I want to see how this will, everything will turn out, to be honest. But can I really see that without a shadow of a doubt? How am I supposed to escape from this sea of fire? Or maybe I'll decide after I finish recording this long-ass video. How am I supposed to escape from this sea of fire? How am I supposed to travel to the past anyways? The Tamatebako. There must be a time machine inside the Tamatebako. Sara, where is it? Where do you keep the shrine's object aboard ship?
ご神体ならこの拝殿の一番奥に
I heard something crashing down behind me. When I turn around, I see that the floor in front of the entrance has collapsed. There's no time. And there are no other options. Sara, let's go for it. I lift Sara into my arms. The fire is creeping further towards the front of the building. But the back, yeah, we should be able to make it. I wonder if all of this was preordained. The Tamatebako survived the fire 5 years ago, and it was moved into this building. Then Sara tried to die here, and I rushed in to save her. The floor near the entrance has collapsed, but the way towards the back is still clear. Was everything set up to be this way? The outburned scar on my back stings. It doesn't matter whether or not this was preordained. I'm just going to do whatever I can. I can't let Sara die here right now. Because kids aren't guilty of their parents' sins. The box is ensconced atop a platform, just a step above the floor. It's the object of worship of Urashima Shrine, the Tamatebako. It looks to be made of stone, and it's a lot bigger than I do imagine it to be. It's more than big enough for a full-grown adult to fit inside. This is the Tamatebako? It looks more like a stone coffin. A seal to keep the dead from rising again. A cradle to allow the dead to rest in peace forever. What in the world could be inside? It's so heavy! I tried to lift the stone lid with all my strength, but it won't budge. Sara, help me!
でも開けてはいけないと母から。
Is this the time to be clinging to your self-imposed rules? Open, damn it! Open! Suddenly, the lid starts sliding again and opens a
今日
crack.
は母の言いつけを破ってばかりです。
When I look up, Sara is standing next to me, both her hands placed firmly on the lid. Sara.
タイミングを合わせましょう。1、2、3で押すんです。
Okay, 1, 2, 3! The lid shifts slightly again. One more time! 1, 2, 3! Finally, with a grating sound, the lid slides open halfway. It's open! It's Sara! It's opened! Sara? She just stares into the box, seemingly frozen in place. You know what? I'm gonna call it an episode. And we'll continue it in the morning, next day. My time, at least. So I'm missing that since I'm gonna be scheduling this, possibly, June. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in another episode soon. Take care.